make the argument that
What
this was
the
just Lil
fuck?
Xan
It's like
spending
a-
big boss of capitalism
it's like
in his face.
Target.
However, there was plenty of evidence.
Hey, Target, this one's for you. 2 Destiny copies right now in this bitch. And I'm not a hero, okay? I'm just doing me. Alright, I am a hero. Fuck it, fine. Alright, you need an autograph? Okay. Yeah, this will be the last one we watch here, and then we'll switch to something else. Sunny V2 just makes actual bangers, man. I love the way he puts out these things on topics I would have never even thought about. Like, Sam Pepper's someone I think about once in a while and remember just, like, how pathetic they are. But, you know, Lil Xan is a name I haven't thought of in so long.
Stat's trying to get 30 grand out of him to finish up the balance on the G-Wagon.
On the
and
G-Wagon.
he don't got 30 grand for it.
30 grand when he had who knows how much money at one
that's
point.
a reality.
Like,
I would, I will
artists,
cut
right?
my arm off if Lil Xan has $30,000.
It was just
So what
3.5
happened?
years prior that on the very same podcast, Lil Xan was sitting back and bragging about owning 3 different Los Angeles apartments.
Wow.
I have the same one 10 floors up now.
Really?
Yep.
What? And don't you have another one down the street
Yep.
too?
And another one on the same floor.
Why,
Why?
have 3 apartments?
One for my parents, one for
Aw.
me and Eli, my hacker, and then one for the host.
The hose?
Despite once being in what seemed like an unlosable
My dedicated
situation,
thought
it was obvious
apartment.
that over the long run, Lil
That's
Xan's
where I
failure
sit
was
in the
not only
hose.
inevitable but deserved, and it all began with what seemed to be a poor work ethic dating all the way back to high school.
So I failed every class up until I dropped out freshman year.
And establishing what you might call something like a predisposed naturally poor work ethic.
They could never get Xan to do the shit that he
Yeah.
actually had to do for his career. Like, I remember
I don't think I ever
talking
heard
to
one of
Stat
his
about it, and he was
songs,
constantly
ever.
frustrated.
There are going to be numerous examples throughout this video of Lil Xan.
I only
often
know
being
about him from
unable
the
to
Flamin' Hot
work whenever
Cheetos
it was
incident.
required. We already discussed him dropping out of school in his freshman year, when at less than 2,000 followers, he'd be noticed by an individual named DJ Fu, who wanted to take Lil Xan to meet a potential manager by the name of Stat Quo, who was an old school sober rapper and manager who had worked with Eminem in the past.
If it wasn't for this guy, I would literally never have been discovered, never met Stat Quo. We wouldn't be doing the No Jumper Day in the Life.
However, as mentioned just prior, despite this insanely big opportunity while still at such a small follower count, Lil Xan kept missing the meetings, either as a result of being disorganized or because he thought the meetings were too good to be true.
It's LA.
You can't believe everybody.
It's LA.
It was a time when SoundCloud
What?
rappers were popping up left, right, and center. To the
What?
point
What does
it
that
would
even
become a
mean?
meme.
This meeting's probably not real, so I'm just not gonna even think about it. I'm just gonna go eat more Flamin' Hot Cheetos till I fucking die. What a just say that you're too fucking dumb to go. Like, no one's gonna look at Lil Xan and listen to him for more than a sentence and be like, yep, that guy is an intellectual. Like, just own it. Like, you're fucking stupid. Like, you are visibly stupid. Every word you say is like a caveman trying to speak while having peanut butter in his mouth. Like, just say like, yeah, I'm kind of fucking dumb, so I kept missing the meetings. There'd be a lot more respect to be had there.
Is Lil Pump actually an artist? Is he a rapper that is truly worth taking seriously? The border between being a musician and being a meme?
So, when a song was released to Lyrical Lemonade, Totally Betrayed, sung by an artist with a name as stupid as Lil Xanax, people had to click to see if it was
290
a meme
mil?
or not.
People clicked on it because they were like, we gotta hear what a Little Xan sounds like, you know what I mean? And then they were actually like pleasantly surprised.
The song was actually pretty decent, creating a perfect storm exploding its popularity.
I've always said that it was just like the perfect combination of the name,
Easy
the
give some shit.
thumbnail, the title, the actual song itself.
It blows my mind, bro.
And shortly thereafter, it would become the most viewed video on all of Cole Bennett's Lyrical Lemonade.
Just
Damn.
how quickly you went from a total nobody to somebody that everybody knew.
It's crazy.
It was so shocking, even
Bro.
for me being like really close to it.
However, countless comments along the lines of, if he kept making music like this, he wouldn't be a joke. The 6 months later, he released his long-anticipated first studio album, which would be met with many negative reviews from individuals.
What did Anthony give it? Like a soft 6?
We're not even at the halfway point of the year yet, and this is one of the worst things I've heard all year.
Whilst failing to achieve a
like a
professional
soft-
review higher
soft
than
4
2 out
maybe?
of 5 stars, or more than 5 out of 10. The reasoning for the poor release would be discussed by Adam22 at a later date, and it was what you might call unsurprising.
Like, I remember when Lil Xan's album came out, right? And I remember having a conversation with Stat and being like, what do you think of the album? Because it was pretty obvious that the album was bad. Xan put in like no work for the album. And I remember having that conversation with him. And if it was up to Stat, Xan would have been sitting in the studio recording every night, and instead he was just doing drugs and having random ass girls come over every night.
The other issue, Lil
Yusuf
Xan
Sam?
might have been lured into a false sense of security about his future and
And
talent
Poison
as
Bear?
an artist. He might have felt as though he could now relax a little bit and take his foot off the gas, resulting in one incredible banger to lead the album, followed by 15 other mediocre songs. This is the
Whoa.
self-described reason behind why T-Pain's rap career eventually failed, and could certainly have been the same story with Lil Xan.
Everybody's like, it's downhill from here. The analogy was, if you pedal up the hill, you can coast afterwards.
Right,
And you
okay.
can just stop working. You have to keep working.
Yeah.
What they don't tell you is that you coast, totally fine. There's another hill. So you gotta
Right.
keep going.
From Lil Xan's perspective,
God,
he would
I
state
love
that the poor
T-Pain.
performance of the
I fucking
album
love
wasn't his
T-Pain.
fault, and was instead the fault of his management.
I dropped like a mixtape.
T-Pain
that got
is the
way
actual
more,
goat.
Like, positive reviews than my album, and it should have been my album because my first album wasn't put together by me. It was put together by my management, and you know I love my.
I don't think
management,
anyone
but
in their
I
right mind would say
this album
T-Pain
completely
failed.
up. To the point where I didn't even
At
keep
all.
the track listing or like what.
Man's
songs
got,
were
like,
going on. It was
10
so rushed.
chart
However,
toppers.
this just revealed another one of Lil Xan's flaws, a lack of personal responsibility.
Like if
Exactly.
you ask me anything, I'll be like, yeah, like.
His stupid stories about having multiple threesomes in the space of a week make him entertaining to watch and listen to, making him somewhat of a celebrity as
How
a
is that-
rapper.
All the interviews with Lil
He's
Xan,
able to talk about that without
like,
being
they get
douchey?
as much as damn near some of my music videos. You
Yeah,
know what I
like-
mean? Right now, at this moment in my career, I'm more of a celebrity than a rapper. You feel me? Because I can't leave the crib without 10 kids coming up to me right as I leave the door.
However, by the same token, the amount of stories that he has which are to some extent based on poor life decisions openly displays his lifestyle
Thanks,
filled with a
Resub.
never-ending cycle of
Desiree.
short-term pleasure. And this is the
McGee.
problem with so many of these SoundCloud rappers. The
The
branding
Beach
by
Paleo.
default is the glorification of drugs, bringing hoes over to the crib every night, taking out loans to buy cars, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, expensive jewelry.
Do you go crazy hard with
Maybe give
expensive
some
clothes
Quavo?
and jewelry and ridiculous bullshit,
Nah.
or do you hold on to it? What's going on in your lives
I'm
right
not
now?
into
You
the
got
whole, I'm into grills and like MCM, like I have like a chain, but like
Into
it's
what?
not like so expensive.
Grills and
Like,
MCMs?
I'm not into the whole jewelry.
However,
is
only
that?
6 months later, in a video posted to
What is an
YouTube once
MCM?
again by No Jumper, this seemed to have changed
It's a
as Lil
brand?
Xan's out of control spending habits and lack of respect
Oh.
for valuable items was
I thought
put
he was talking about,
on
like, a
full display.
multi-channel
He'd start by
network.
mentioning that he would take any
Yeah, I love
sponsorships
Machinima.
as he was low on
Maker
cash at the
Studios.
time.
Money bag, cream soda, you want to sponsor me? Do it. I will take any endorsements. I'm broke.
However, he'd then go on to talk about and reenact himself smashing his TV.
I got so mad. I literally walked up in this the other day. I took this skateboard and I was like, Then
Why?
I'm like, I'm mad.
Laugh about ruining a $1,200 hoodie after leaving it on the floor.
So everything's on the floor. Expensive hoodies, $1,200 on the drain.
And then go on to purchase 2 copies of the game Destiny with the goal of showing the store some love.
Honestly, what? Copies of Destiny. Like, dude, let's play something else, you know?
Now you could probably make the argument that
What
this was
the
just Lil
fuck?
Xan
It's like
spending
a-
big loss
it-
for Canada
it's
Lil
like
Xan's face.
Target.
However, there was plenty of evidence.
Hey, Target, this one's for you. 2 Destiny copies right now in this bitch. And I'm not a hero, okay? I'm just doing me. Alright, I am a hero. Fuck it, fine. Alright, you need an autograph? Okay.
I'll take all my homies. I'll spend $700 to take 7 of my friends in there.
Just to get Butterbean?
Just to get Butterbean, we did. And I don't film it or nothing.
In addition to
Why?
this, Lil Xan would take out
That's
a
just
loan to
stupid.
purchase a
That's just
Mercedes
really
Benz
stupid.
G-Wagon, the price of
That's
which
not even
starting
cool.
at
It's just
around
embarrassing. It's not a
$130,000
flex.
US
It's
dollars.
sad.
I'm about to get a G-Wagon.
Nice.
My favorite car, dream car.
Now, if we ignore the fact that Lil Xan would go on to key his own car whilst angry at a later date,
I just did this to my car.
Why? What the fuck?
Scratched it, keyed it up. I just bought it. Keyed all the way.
the levels of stupidity for this purchase go pretty deep.
What
Taking
the
out a loan to buy a car,
fuck?
moron. Taking out a loan to buy a luxury car just to flex on social media, double moron. Taking out a loan to buy a luxury car just to flex on social media whilst working in a creative profession where you could fall off at any moment, triple moron. If you live in the Inland Empire/LA area and want to meet me tonight, pull up to 100 to 110 North 5th Street, Redlands, CA 92373, United States at 7:30. Now, it's hard to call Xan an idiot for this.
I
one.
can't
He was still early in his
imagine
career
more
and the
than
tweet
like
was made only 4
25
hours prior
people
to the
showed
meeting
up and
time.
the
He
average
probably
age
expected
had to
just
be
a couple of people
16.
to show up for photos and autographs, considering the location was also on the
Or
very
other-
outskirts
maybe
of
people could just
LA.
go there to
well,
fuck with him.
as you might guess, this isn't what happened.
No
Around
way.
2,000 people showed up, cars and
No
streets were
fucking
damaged, and
way.
ultimately the
What?
police would have to send in the helicopter unit before Lil Xan was arrested for his own safety.
I gave like a 4-hour notice. I was heading to my hometown, so I tweeted a location, and then I just expected like 50 people to show up. That's just how I am. I got there, and this video's on YouTube. It's like
2,000 people shot.
Wow.
What?
But I got fined because a lot of damages to cars and streets.
Really?
Yeah,
nice.
And
Wow.
the helicopters came out, and it's like 10 grand.
And so
every
they give sub
helicopter. It was
Oba
like
and then you sub
Project X,
So
but
Sochi.
100K bill.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Another 100K.
However, when Mac would unfortunately die only 9 months later, this also seemed to have an effect on Lil Xan's desire to make music.
I'd be like legit crying like in my crib, like this ain't true, bro. Like Mac did not overdose. Mac's still alive. Mac's still here. I just saw Mac 2 weeks ago. When your hero dies, I don't want to make music no more. Like he was like the reason I made music.
In this same interview, Lil Xan would also talk extensively about his desire to quit music and simply become a public figure.
So that's why I'm not doing music.
A public
like,
figure that
after
does what?
I finish my contract.
Keys his own car
I
and
didn't know
poops
what
his
I was
pants?
signing up for. I'm more of a celebrity than a rapper at this point. So that's why I'm.
What does
quitting
that
rapping.
mean?
2021, in which Lil Xan would show that all of his poor decisions from the past were clearly coming back to haunt him.
The industry just doesn't care. They just want you to pump out hit records, and when you're useless to them, just leave you in the dirt. You know.
In this video, Lil Xan would
That
blame
is true.
his
He is
sober
absolutely
businessman
right about
and manager
that.
Stat Quo for
Very
fueling
true.
his drug addiction after he'd supplied Lil Xan with drugs while on tour so he could go out and perform.
And my manager was supplying me with the drugs. He knew all my plugs, so if I couldn't perform because I was withdrawing back then, because yes, I used to be a drug addict, you know, he would call, make calls, send $5,000 out here, $5,000 out here, just to ship the drugs to wherever we're at in the world.
This was just another example of Lil Xan's victim complex
Thanks,
and
Reset
lack of
Brian.
personal responsibility.
Your problems are your own, and that you can't just run around playing the victim.
After many accused Lil Xan of snitching on his manager, despite he being the one with the drug addiction, Lil Xan would respond by stating that you can't snitch if you're not a gang member.
Oh, you're a snitch now, bro. He didn't make you do that. All this stuff. Like, bro, how am I a snitch? Did I go to court and rat on my gang? I don't have a gang. You can't snitch if you're not a gang member, bro. Miss me with that. I'm trying to help other artists in particularly my similar situation.
In the Instagram live stream,
What?
Lil Xan would
Help
also
him with
reveal
what?
that his manager had taken
I paid, literally, it's all my money in the car, and he won't give it to me.
without $30,000 to take full ownership of his G-Wagon, a declining follower count across each of his social
These are
media
some
platforms,
Nerdsworthy
and no new
and
music in
Panda.
over 7 months. It seems like this could possibly be the end for Lil Xan's career.
No, he's about to make a big comeback. I feel it. Man, I didn't know any. Why didn't he talk about the Flamin' Hot Cheeto moment? I don't even know Lil Xan from his music. Back in, it must have been like 2019, maybe it was 2018. There was a big story that broke about Lil Xan of how he went to the hospital in the actual ER because he ate too many Flamin' Hot Cheetos and it made his tummy hurt. That's the only reason I know him. He's pumping a crypto scam on his Insta story right now. That is the most like 2021, 2022 shit ever. Everything's going wrong. Hey, you guys see these NFTs? Like, what's up? Mushroom Club NFT. Okay. Alright. Hey. I think it's looking bright for him. Hey, NFTs will get him that 30K he needs for the G-Wagon, that's for sure. NFTs somehow always work. Whereas on Kick, you're still being blasted with sex bots. The only thing I know about Kick is when Tinder was first becoming a thing, there was a ton of Kick bots where you'd match with them, and the first thing I do is like, hey, you want to see me spread my pussy? Check me out on Kick. But obviously everyone knows that it's a scam and a bot, so I never knew anyone that actually went to it. And that's all I know about Kick. So from what I understand, it's supposed to just be like a messenger app, right? So is it like WhatsApp? Do we have any like Kick enthusiasts in here? It's for grooming and catfishing. Seems like a pretty risky business model. Like officially, that's what they target? Man, no one has anything nice to say about Kick. Why does it exist? What the fuck? This is all horrible. This all sounds miserable. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, I guess we'll just check this out then. Ooh, this is like a full-blown movie here from Tuve. unfriended on
Hey
Kick.
guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Tuv, and today we will be talking about one of the worst apps I've gotten to know, which is Kick Messenger. It's actually an extremely old app, but we're gonna get to that later in the video. Right now, I do want to explain my absence. Why was I gone for like 2 weeks? As you guys know, I did drop my first ever song, Cherry Soda, and I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on that. I know hyperpop is like a very small genre and very hard to get into, but I'm so happy that it was overwhelmingly positive, and we actually hit 100,000 streams on Spotify. Like, Spotify's not even my platform, and you guys went there for me. So just thank you guys so much for liking Cherry Soda. Oh yeah, by the way, my vocal preset is available now for sale. If you want to sound just like I did in Cherry Soda, well, now you can.
No, I don't know shit about Kick,
right into FL Studio. And this is perfect if you're just starting to make music, specifically hyperpop, but any type of music. So yeah, make sure to go check out the video over on Gunner's channel whenever you have time. So yeah, we're finally back on the morbid video grind. New video every week, just like always. And if you guys want to watch my videos earlier than everyone else, make sure to subscribe to the Patreon. With that being said, let's actually start talking about Kick Messenger and why I'm making an entire video about it.
You lay it out for me. I don't know shit about it.
I don't know about y'all, but Kick Messenger ran my middle school in 2013 to 2016. If you thought a girl was cute, your first word should have been, "Hey, yo, what's your Kick?" or "Add me on Kick."
Man, what the fuck?
This was before Snapchat streaks, before Instagram DMs. Vine was peak comedy at this time. Yes, King Batch Vines. Kick Interactive was founded in 2009 by a group of students from the University of Waterloo in Canada who wished to create new technologies for use on mobile smartphones. Kick Messenger was created on October 19, 2010, and it was and still is a mobile messaging app available on the App Store and Google Play Store. In September 2019, Kick CEO and founder Ted Livingston announced in a blog post that Kick Messenger would be shut down with over 100 employees being laid off. However, this decision was later reversed, and it was that same month Media Lab acquired Kick. Like I was saying, Kick was so goated back in the day, but nowadays, if you talk to anyone about Kick, first of all, they're gonna laugh at you. But also,
when was Kick founded? Was it like just after my time? Because I never heard of Kick until Tinder because of scams. Founded in October 2010. Oh, did he say 2010? I didn't even hear that. Sorry. I guess I got too hyper focused on it. Using blockchain technology in 2017. Innovative. When can we get the Kick NFTs? Yeah, I missed that whole wave, man. But what about Yik Yak? Do we have any old Yik Yak fans? Yik Yak ran my campus for like 2 semesters, or 2 years probably, before it got banned. Yik Yak was like a local chat app. So at my college, everyone would go on there and just post house party addresses, or sometimes girls would just post like pictures of themselves. No, actually, that wasn't Yik Yak. Yik Yak, they would post like house party addresses and shit and just like say generally mean things about each other on there because it was like anonymous messaging back and forth. You couldn't share pictures on it, could you? Am I misremembering it? I think it was only text. Yeah, it was just text, right? Okay, thought so. Okay. I remember there was a Snapchat page where girls used to literally just post videos of themselves having sex. It was like a trend for like a semester before they completely banned the Snapchat account. I guess I conflated the two, but Yik Yak was big back then.
Known to be the main grooming app. Besides Discord, of course. Discord is so mainstream. But the thing with Kick is that it's not mainstream at all. No one uses it. So, all these people and abusers go under the radar because, again, no one gives a fuck about the app. And as the years have gone by, the problem has only gotten worse. I mean, let's look at the app setup, for example. Opening the app, it seems like a literal porn site. You get a bunch of ads for, quote, lives, which the thumbnails are just people in suggestive positions or with very large personalities. It's not that different from other chatting services. Add your friends by usernames and that's really it. Kick has a public group chat search functionality that allows you to enter keywords in order to find topics to talk about with others. If you guys are seeing footage in the background, it's going to be from my iPhone and also from an Android emulator I have on my computer, and that's called BlueStacks. So now that I give you guys, a little introduction about the app, let's get into the worst part of it. The whores. The horrors, guys, not the whores. The horrors. So just like the Discord video, we spoke about the specific app. It ranged from groomers to doxers. However, like I was saying, this app is not mainstream anymore. Since this app is so under the radar, this is abusers' favorite app. Again, excluding Discord. I feel like Discord is really big on this, and we did talk about that in that video. Think about it. Who's gonna get caught more? Someone that uses Discord or someone that uses fucking Kick? Right? So you know how I was saying that you could put a certain key tag and find people that are also interested in that? Well, Kick actually has its own list of pre-written tags. Very cool, right? So as you can see, we have like Fortnite, for example. We have Naruto.
Let's go to the Naruto one.
things kids like. But if you click any of those topics, by the way, this is right when you download the app, they're all overrun by sex and porn group chats. People bypass this by using the host word at the beginning and simply adding filler to the rest. Joining them will cause a bunch of sex bots to message you and send you scam links. Some keywords such as child or anything inappropriate will result in nothing. Kick blacklisted those words.
This is exactly what I thought
like they're
Kick was.
protecting the kids, right? No, let's keep talking. I needed some help on my research on the Kick app. So I actually went on Reddit and was looking up, a bunch of subreddits about Kick. Well, first of all, most of them are NSFW, which already gives you a bad look on the app. But I was able to find one where you just find regular group chats to talk about similar topics. And I came across this person that has been using Kick for years, right? A Kick veteran. And they told me that a popular method abusers use on this app is by looking up sad or depression group chats and will prey on children that are looking for someone to talk to, aka a shoulder to lean on. You could apply that to any case, but I just didn't know. I don't know, man. If I didn't know that, I feel like other people don't know that, and I just want to make you guys aware of that. That's a method abusers will use. These abusers will look up depression chat or LGBT chat simply to prey on vulnerable minors. And this is a huge problem on the app. There are articles and articles.
The big problem is anyone downloading the app, it sounds like.
Put into place.
Sounds like just downloading the app should flag the FBI.
Talks about CP and gore trades going on in the app, but of course, I'm not going to go out of my way to research that. Just like the Discord video, I mentioned that it exists. So again, I keep comparing this app to Discord because if you think about it, there's already a lot of shady shit that goes on Discord that isn't talked about, and imagine something that isn't even mainstream. There's also a live functionality, and that is something completely new to me. I had no idea Discord had a live section. Like, what? Yeah, the live section is extremely sexual and revolves around girls getting money from simps, or guys too. I even joined and asked if you could make a living on the app like one would on Twitch.
How does the donating system work? What is the... So that is, if you would like to donate and tip your streamer guy, you hit that gift box at the bottom, and then you buy credits, and you send whatever gifts you like, preferably the wheels. The wheels, it's hard to know what they are, but they like spin like this, and they're mystery wheels. It says mystery, and then you could hit a bonus.
Oh, nice! Let's go.
Because he's like, I'm waiting. Let's see what you got to say.
Can you dig in and tell me a little more? Oh, there it goes.
She saw me in the nudie.
Sarah and I saw each other talk.
Give her the dragon.
Changing into our panties and bras. Can people make living off of going live on Kick? Sure, guy, if you're cool enough. If you suck, then no.
Right.
Rosie, hello.
If you suck, then no.
I mean, maybe if you suck, you could. You know what I mean.
The live section is definitely not for kids. I mean,
hey, what are you talking about? That was good. That was high quality stuff.
So now let's head on over to Kick's contradictions. The worst thing about the app is the intended demographic. From everything
that looks like great live streams.
You'd expect this to be an 18+ sex app, right? No. The minimum age to use Kick is 13 years old. And this is a document taken from their website, Kick.com. Want to know the name of the document? Kick's Guide for Parents. Yes. It's like, dude, whoever the team is behind Kick right now, you know that kids are on this app. So why would you make it that when you open the app and you just create your account, it looks like a sex app? The screenshots I'm showing you, I had just made that account about 1 minute prior. I just made it and let it sit there for like 2 hours. I already had 2 sex bots DMing me. Again, I didn't, there was no algorithm to that.
No,
I just made my account. I'm pretty sure you guys can make an account right now and sex bots will DM you. Go try it out if you don't believe me. And remember, 13+, right? How old does my teen need to be to use Kick? Teens between 13 and 18 years old need to have permission from their parent or legal guardian before they create a Kick account and start using Kick. Your teen will be asked to enter their birthday when they create their account. If the birthday entered is for someone younger than 13, the account won't be registered. Y'all act like every kid that is gonna download Kick is gonna ask their mom if they can download Kick. No one asks their fucking parents, bro. And if they like choose to respond, like Kick, if you choose to respond to how horrible your app is, that's probably gonna be their excuse. They're probably gonna be like, well, actually, we always tell the kids to get their parents to give them permission first. It's like, no.
To be fair, and not to defend Kick, it is absolutely a parent's responsibility to monitor what their kids download and engage on the internet. I am so tired of companies, or not companies, parents blaming companies. The parents have a fucking responsibility to actually be a parent. It's not up to the internet to raise the kids. Now, this obviously shouldn't be accessible to kids in the first place. Like, this is just like a dog shit degenerate app. But I'm speaking on the whole. Fucking parents don't do shit anymore and blame everyone but themselves when, like, oh my god, my kid was... He left YouTube Kids app, and instead of getting Finger Family, he watched, Ludwig talk about why he's not his friend. And now all of a sudden my kid's crying, and I'm fucking pissed at Ludwig, and YouTube ruined everything. You know, it's like, do some parenting. It makes me so frustrated. That is one of, like, my biggest pet peeves. It's been like that for the last, like, 3 years, I'd say. It's gotten really bad. Especially on YouTube, where they keep having to, like, pressure YouTube, like, YouTube fucking hates kids. YouTube ruins kids' lives. When it's like, you just let your kids go on YouTube completely unmonitored. And then they found a Nexpo video on a morbid topic or something. Like, it's your fault. You suck. Like, face it.
Guide for Parents alludes to the fact that they know kids are on the app, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt. This document was made in 2017, so I looked for the most recent version of it. Maybe the rules had changed, and I actually did find a more updated version. This is from March of 2021, and guess what? It's deleted. Yeah, like, come on, creators, you have to be more responsible about this. Another contradiction is their App Store and Google Play Store ratings. And I'm not talking about the 5-star ratings. I'm talking about the rating that they give their own app, you know, the age rating, right? On the App Store, they are rated 17+, which, by the way, is still a minor in most states. And on the Google Play Store, they are rated T14, which literally means 13+. I checked the Google Play Store website about the ratings.
It's not like a game.
13+. I honestly just don't like the fact that they don't try to hide that their app is just a sex bot. That's probably how they make all their money now. Or simply make the app 18+ everywhere.
True, it should just be an 18+ app.
Kick. Like, no, this is a sex app. It is clearly a sex app. And if you don't want to admit that, well then clean it up with better moderation. How is it that when you make a Kick account and you just leave it sitting, you get sex bots DMing you? Is this not a problem? Like, I've never seen such an unmoderated app in my life that is available to minors. By the way, don't try to sue me, because all the information I'm getting is from using your app and looking at your ratings. That's literally it. I'm not like defaming you or anything. This isn't defamation of character. This is what you've written on your website and how it's contradicting other shit you've made, aka the entire app. Hey guys, I want to give a big thank you to Keeps for sponsoring this video. As you guys know, a lot of morbid creators don't really get monetized due to the topics we talk about. So having a lot of
I didn't know shit about Kick.
Really
this is absolutely just a sex
Keeps
app.
is a subscription
100%.
service that helps men keep their hair. If you're a dude, I know you don't want to go bald, bro. I don't want to go bald either, man. And you guys know I've dyed my hair so much, I don't want to lose my hair, bro. But Keeps has you covered. Did you guys know that 2 out of 3 guys will lose their hair before they're 35? Keeps offers clinically proven, research-backed treatments to stop hair loss and improve hair growth. With Keeps, you can actually get quality, expert care right from the safety of your own home. All Keeps treatment plans are doctor recommended and delivered right to your doorstep. And it's actually half the cost of traditional pharmacy. Not only that, but they have an amazing 24/7 support team. Keeps has a network of expert medical advisors, prescribers, and care specialists to support you in making your hair goals a reality. Hair loss stops with Keeps. To get 50% off your first order, make sure to go to keeps.com/TUV. Capital T-U-P-S.
I had Kick before this. Well, yeah, apparently Kick predates
Once again, I want to give a big thank you to Keeps. Now, let's continue with the video. Using the app live.
I would venture to guess the reason that it stays totally unmoderated is because the second they moderate it, everyone just goes to Discord. Right now, the only thing that keeps it afloat is the pure degeneracy and, I guess, illegal activity that takes place on it. So the second they can no longer conduct business on Kick, they just die. Like, there's nothing else on there, it seems. Except for apparently the guy Tuv talked to who's a lifelong Kick stan or whatever. But he's one of a dying breed. I don't think he's necessarily donating money to the Kick live streamers. Or if it's... I don't even know if it's money. It was like pictures of dragons and wheels and shit. So I'm guessing that's the only reason it stays that way.
I just want to open up the app and let's go through it together. I haven't opened it up in about a few hours. Maybe it's actually open right now. Let's see. Okay, so it's connecting at the top. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna have to blur almost everything. First of all, it's overrun by ads and it's fucking gross. Like, why? Anyway, that's not a big critique. If we go to the top where it says 11 new chats. Look at this. Do you guys see this?
No, I can't.
13+, right?
I can't see it. Just paint a picture. Is it Goatsy?
Chatting with single
Blue
guys.
Waffle?
21. Oh my god. Is that an IP address? What did you just send me? And you know, it's so weird.
Don't click it.
The same profile picture. Like, poor woman who's being used. Like, what is this, bro? Is there a secret ring going on Kick? Probably.
Well, it's not a secret.
Probably is a secret ring going on Kick.
Bro, they just sent you the IP to it. It's not secret.
Guys, look at the ads. Look at the ads on this 13+ app. I can't make this shit up. It's like we're in an episode of South Park. Like, what the fuck? So the thing is, with this account that I'm using on my phone, I'm actually soft banned, which means I can't really enter lives, and I don't think I could actually enter any new group chats. So if we go to public groups,
why? What happened?
It's gonna load in. Oh, actually, never mind. Yeah, look at that. K-pop. Look at all the K-pop groups that are just sex chats for grown men or grown adults, I should say. I shouldn't just single out men, but there are nudes right there. There are nudes right there. Yeah, right. It's horrible.
How cool is that, right?
A guide for the
you
parents,
get Pokemon
in their right mind
and tits.
And again, there are tons of stories about kids getting groomed on this specific app. No one turns their head to this. Like in the Discord video,
I can't believe Kick's still alive.
Leave your stories down below if you feel comfortable, and you guys did, and it seemed like you guys were really helping each other out in the comment section. So if you guys do feel comfortable, leave your stories about using Kick down below, or any app for that matter. I just want to let you guys know that this is a nice community where you guys can communicate with each other. If you guys want to join the Discord and talk to each other in voice chat or in the general chat, make sure to join it. It's just discord.gg/tuv. I mean, not everything is bad on Kick. Some group chats actually do help people. Like I was saying, there are depression chats where people do help each other, but it's like such a gem to
just
find
go somewhere else.
Group chat with humans.
Why stay on Kick?
Decent
just
humans.
go to Discord.
There's no point in downloading the app or depending on the app.
Fucking Skype. I don't know, man. Why stay there?
Please fix your app. Please fix the ratings. Do something about it. But yeah, that's it for this video. Again, new morbid videos every week. If you guys want to subscribe, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, then leave a like. I have a second channel where I just uploaded a documentary about my first song ever.
Bye, Tuv. Nice. Well, that was interesting. I can't believe Kick Messenger is still alive. I really can't. That's pretty nuts to me. Discord with Discord mod and admins. Yeah, but the thing is, on Discord, you can still just take those people from Kick, like that are human beings, and just make your own Discord. It's not like you're going to interact with the moderators. You can just talk to them on there. Right? Like, you don't have to actually interact with, like, a Discord mod and Wumpus and Springle. I mean, God rest their soul. They've been retired now, but... you know, you don't have to actually interact with them. Whereas on Kick, you're still being blasted with sex bots. Have you seen the new Miss Marvel trailer? Did that just come out? I don't know much about Miss Marvel. Only from the Square Enix Avengers game, which was some dog nuts. This? Oh, that's going to be a DMCA. I feel like I'm getting the full experience here. I don't need sound. So is the new Miss Marvel's produced by CW? Still DMCA? Let me hear. Oh no, we're good.
That is not you.
It's not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world. That's a fantasy too.
I think kids will really like the movie.
You know why? Did you hear something?
Come on. What does it feel like?
Cosmic.
Oh, fuck. I was hoping it was some kind of remix of The Weeknd. Damn. Yeah, this just looks like a movie or a show that's just not targeted to me. So it's hard to be like super critical of it, to be honest. It's clearly geared towards kids. It's gonna tank ass. I don't think I've heard that expression before, but I don't think it's gonna tank ass, to be honest. It's on Disney Plus. Tons of kids use Disney Plus. Tons of parents raise their kids with Disney Plus now. So they'll just sit their kids in front of the TV and let them watch Miss Marvel, man. It's gonna be fine, I'm sure. Are we watching this? We just watched it. On mute. Because of DMCA. I Am Jesus Christ has a demo on Steam. I have to request access to join the Jesus Christ playtest.
Of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. My hour has not yet come. Go away. What do you want with us, Jesus of Nazareth?
This looks good! This is probably what it was like to live back then.
I tell you, get up, take your mat, and go home.
Well, time to request access. I mean, I'm sold. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a form I fill out.
Do not be afraid.
Man, what the fuck? They're not gonna choose me. I'm just gonna be one of millions that want to play I Am Jesus Christ. I was gonna give my whole resume in there. Man, what? They couldn't even hit 20 frames in their own trailer. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun and goofy. That's exciting. Probably my most anticipated game of the year now that Elden Ring's out. You see Turning Red? I heard it was alright. I didn't see Turning Red, but my god, what a meltdown that movie caused. I don't know shit about it. Apparently it's about like puberty or something. People were losing their minds over Turning Red. Over a kid's Pixar movie. Holy shit, it was so weird. We talked about it on the podcast a little bit, but it was so confusing. Like, I don't even get what made people so mad. I know like the old moms on Facebook were mad because they showed tampons or something, I think. But other than that, I don't know what the fuck else. Like, Reddit in particular was super mad about it. You see that some people found a secret room in Elden Ring? Yeah, where you have to hit it like 50 times and it reveals a new passage. That's a game changer. Man, you know what I really don't fucking like about gamers? Is when something cool like that gets discovered, there's so many whiners. For those that don't know, I'm sure I could find the tweet here. They found that in this place in particular, if you hit this wall like 50 fucking times, it reveals a secret passage. But it doesn't take you anywhere special, it just takes you back to a room that's already easily accessible. But people were whining so hard about, this is the worst thing FromSoft's ever done. Now I'm gonna have to hit every wall 1,000,000 times to maybe find something. It's like, bro, you don't have to fucking do that. Just don't do that. You don't need 100% every hidden wall in Elden Ring. It's not that serious. I think this is very cool. I like when shit like this is hidden. Like really obscure, maybe one person finds it ever. I love that. I don't need to do it. I don't need to be the one to find it, but just knowing it exists is cool. It's like that Arkham Asylum Easter egg that wasn't found for like, what was it, 3 years? I think it was Arkham Asylum, right? Like, that's great. So the wall doesn't really actually reveal anything important. Not this one, but chat keeps saying that they found another one. So I don't really know. How did they find this? I have no idea. I think what would have been really cool though is maybe they could have added like a subtle hit effect to the wall. Like if you just hit an enemy, and that would be like a sound cue to players. That would have been cute. Too easy? You think so? I don't think everyone's going to go around just hitting random walls though. Rolling into them, yes, but hitting random walls? I don't think so. Because most people pop invisible or the hidden walls